Rain lashed against the windows, mirroring the storm raging inside 10-year-old Maya. The night echoed with her parents' heated argument, each angry word a crack in the foundation of her small world. Then, silence. A deafening silence, heavier than the downpour outside. Peeking through her bedroom door, Maya saw the aftermath, her mother, pale and still, lying on the floor. Her father, face etched with a terror Maya couldn't comprehend, was frantically dialing for help. That night, the storm took everything. Maya's innocence, her sense of security, and most tragically her mother. Life afterwards was a blur of hushed whispers, tear-stained faces, and a gnawing emptiness that settled deep within Maya. Fear became her constant companion, whispering doubts in her ears, casting long shadows on her once vibrant spirit. She retreated into herself, finding solace in solitude, her pain a heavy cloak she couldn't shed. Years passed, each one an uphill battle against the ghosts of that stormy night. Maya carried the weight of her loss, her once bright eyes now clouded with a sadness that ran bone deep. She excelled in her studies, her academic achievements a shield she wielded against a world that felt too big, too harsh. College was a fresh start, a chance to reinvent herself, to outrun the past. Yet, Maya found herself trapped in the same cycle of isolation, her trauma a barrier she couldn't break through. She went through the motions of attending classes, completing assignments, but her heart wasn't in it. She was adrift, lost in a sea of unfamiliar faces, yearning for a connection, yet terrified of vulnerability. One rainy afternoon, as Maya sat huddled in a corner of the library, a voice broke through her self-imposed isolation. "Is this seat taken?" Startled, Maya looked up to see a boy with kind eyes and a disarming smile. He introduced himself as Sujin, a fellow film student. Sujin was like a breath of fresh air, his easygoing nature a stark contrast to Maya's guarded demeanor. He was genuinely interested in her, asking about her life, her dreams, her favorite films. For the first time in years, Maya felt seen, not just as the girl who had lost her mother, but as someone with thoughts, opinions, and a passion for storytelling. Their shared love for cinema became a bridge, connecting their two very different worlds. They spent hours discussing films, dissecting scenes, debating the merits of various directors. Sujan's passion was infectious, his enthusiasm slowly chipping away at the wall Maya had built around her heart. As their friendship deepened, Maya found herself opening up to Sujan, sharing snippets of her past, her voice trembling with the weight of unspoken words. Sujan listened patiently, his silence more comforting than any words could be. He didn't offer platitudes or try to fix her pain. He simply listened, offering his presence, his empathy, a safe space for Maya to confront her demons. There were good days filled with laughter, shared dreams, and the comforting rhythm of their growing bond. They explored hidden cafes, spent hours in dusty bookstores, and lost themselves in the magic of late-night movie screenings. For the first time since that fateful night, Maya allowed herself to hope, to believe that maybe, just maybe, happiness wasn't a distant dream. But then, there were the bad days, when the darkness threatened to consume Maya, pulling her back into the abyss of grief. Days when the mere mention of her mother's name sent her spiraling, her carefully constructed composure crumbling like a house of cards. On those days, Sujan was her anchor, his presence a steady reminder that she wasn't alone in her storm.